Hello and welcome to the interview. I'm Kim Min-jung. YouTube has become an important source of information and entertainment for millions of people around the world. So when YouTube meets Hallyu, or the Korean wave, it can become quite explosive. And today on our interview, we're sitting down with two YouTubers who are leading this phenomenon. Welcome to our program. Great
Thanks
to have you on the show.
having us.
Hi. If you could tell our viewers about yourselves a little bit.
Well, my name is Danny Kim. I run a YouTube channel called DKDKTV, and on our channel, we dig deeper into the Korean wave.
And my name is David Kim. I run the channel with him together, and I would call myself a K-pop YouTuber and influencer.
Now, there are many channels dedicated on Korean pop, of course, because of the popularity. What makes your channel unique and different?
We dig deeper. We dig deeper into the Korean wave. So basically what that means is that what we found out was a lot of the K-pop channels on YouTube, they interpret K-pop and they enjoy K-pop on a very surface level, like the looks, the visuals, and perhaps the lyrics. But what we want to do is perhaps take that into a deeper level of explaining the social context so that the listeners of K-pop, fans of K-pop, can enjoy the song not just as the song itself, but in the context of how a Korean person might view it.
For example, there was a song from BTS called Spine Breaker, and in the surface level, nobody knows what the term spine breaker means. But for Koreans, it's translated into 등골 breaker, which was a social kind of issue where kids were asking their parents to buy them expensive clothes and stuff. And BTS was talking about that, but the MV was kind of in a comic sense. So like the international viewers couldn't actually really get the message behind that MV or the song, whereas it has a very deep message behind it. So in these kind of examples, we try to dig deeper and explain the social context behind the lyrics, and international viewers perceive that, so they're very satisfied with it.
Very interesting. Now, you also do a lot of translating with the lyrics as well. Whose idea was it, and how do you go about doing that?
Well, it was my idea, right?
I'll give you credit.
It was my idea. I saw a lot of these translations on Twitter of K-pop songs and K-pop lyrics, and a lot of them were mistranslated, and they were being taken as the de facto translation. I saw that and I was like, okay, these are all mistranslations. I can translate better than these. And I really wanted to give the K-pop listeners something that they can rely on as a source. So I wanted to become that source. To be honest, there's a lot of times where we're kind of scared that we might be wrong.
Yes.
And I guess that's just part of the process. Sometimes you just have to admit that you got this wrong, but most of the times we're pretty accurate, I would say.
Was there a time when you felt like you weren't sure of what you're translating?
The thing is, a lot of K-pop songs, not all of them have a very deep meaning behind them. Actually, a lot of them don't have any meaning behind them. We try to interpret a lot of very casual listening K-pop songs, and that didn't go so well. We kind of overanalyze stuff.
Yeah, so I think that's the problem. And sometimes we overanalyze so much that we miss the simple points.
Yeah.
For example, there was a song called Siren, and then we basically just thought it was a siren from an ambulance, and then it was like, it's a warning and stuff. But the K-pop viewers just saw it and they're like, isn't this siren meaning the siren from the the mythology in a Starbucks? So embarrassed.
Yeah, we're wrong. Sometimes.
Sure,
I'll
everyone
admit.
makes mistakes. Now, you're meeting with the Korean survivor of the Hiroshima atomic bombing. How did that come about, and what message, again, did you want to deliver by doing that particular episode?
Well, at that time, a K-pop group was under controversy, under fire for wearing a T-shirt that depicted the atomic bombings, and actually many Japanese TV stations canceled their TV appearance because of that. And the online community, the K-pop fans were all fighting about Korea versus Japan, and is this okay? Is it okay to wear this T-shirt? And what does the atomic bomb mean to Korean people? In this debate, we forget about the people that were actually affected by the bomb. And And I wanted to take the discussion to a different aspect since we're talking about the atomic bomb at that time. Like I wanted to shed light to somebody who wasn't really highlighted in these kind of discussions. And I felt that that was the people that had actually suffered. And actually, I believe about 30%, I could be wrong, 20 to 30% of the victims of the atomic bombings were actually Korean. But Korean people forget about that and they just think, oh, it's liberation. So I wanted to shed some light on those kind of people who normally don't have the spotlight.
Now, like these topics, you like to venture into some sensitive and touchy topics as well. Why do that? Why not just stay in the comfort zone of K-pop?
Well, we're pretty divided.
He doesn't like it.
I'm more of the entertainment guy, and I'm more of the lighthearted and happy virus of this channel. And then he's kind of
The sad virus.
no, he's the more
Depressing
serious
virus.
and more into social issue kind of guy. Yeah.
Controversial.
So why do you dive deeper into that?
I think we have 400,000 people watching us, which is more than I would have ever imagined. And I think when you have that many people listening to you, yes, entertainment is great and I love entertainment, but sometimes from time to time you could use your voice to better the society or to show some people that have been neglected from society and stuff like that. And I think this is part of our duty, it feels, for me at least.
Sure.
I'm sure he doesn't feel it.
No, I share the same feelings.
But he doesn't appear in those videos. That's the thing, if you noticed.
Is there a reason why you choose to stay away from those
Well,
controversial videos?
I don't know. I just like my life motto is to stay away from negativity. I'm not saying the videos we did are about negativity, but a lot of them are on the line. It's very dangerous to talk freely about these kind of things with your own opinions without educating yourself. And I'm actually to be honest, I'm actually afraid of speaking my own opinion and getting a lot of hate comments or a lot of controversy around that. So I'm just I'm good at doing K-pop. That's my thing, so I should just stick to it and make people happy. So that's what I do.
I want to know how you deal with negative feedback. I'm sure you get a lot too.
Yes.
As much as you get positive feedback.
Yes.
Well,
a
in the
lot.
beginning, we kind of got hurt from all the negative feedback or the hate comments, but as we grew and grew bigger, I think I kind of grew numb to it. Like right now, we've gone through so much stuff. We got so much negative feedback and hate comments that these days, if someone says you're ugly, it's just nothing to me. So these days, I try to convert the negative feedback into positive feedback. Even if it's a person that hates us, there might be a reason that person hates us, and then try to analyze why this person hates us and try to reflect it in our videos for more improvement. So that's how I deal with it.
I just cry.
You just
Under
cry.
the blankets, yeah. They hurt my feelings still.
Do you ever worry about staying afloat with all the competition coming?
These days, YouTube, everybody's trying to be a YouTuber, right? So there is definitely a lot of competition now. And sometimes when I look at the competitor channels, it's like, oh man, I have to push myself further and further. It's a constant competition. Here's the thing, whenever I wake up, I check the subscriber count of my channel, and then I check the subscriber count of the other competitor channels, and I'm like, okay, I've done better than them today. So I'm good. I'm good for the day. But it's very stressful actually.
I'm
It's not
sure.
healthy, I don't think. No, right? So
It's not.
I think that's just part of the job, to be honest. I don't want it, but it's just part of the job. Yeah.
Who's your biggest rival?
I don't want to promote him or her. So I don't want to mention him or her. I have a lot of people that probably don't know I exist, that I look at their content and it's really good, so I try to push myself to become better than them, and I think that's what really drives me to really change up my content when it's getting boring and stuff like that. So.
Do you have messages from your viewers that made a lasting impact on how you do things?
I mean, we get a lot of messages from people who have depression and people who are sick. But there was this one girl that messaged me, and she was like 16 or something, and she had a lot of like suicidal tendencies, and she actually tried to commit suicide multiple times. But she said that her mental health issues are actually getting better. She's getting cured by watching our videos and laughing through the day. So she actually told me that our videos make her go through the day. And, you know, I was extremely amazed and also very sad for the girl, but I was shocked to find that, you know, I just make videos because I like them, and I never thought of this as like a tool for curing or helping out somebody with depression and other mental health issues. So after that message, I started to divert my views on how my videos might impact people, because now I see it as like something that people can rely on, and that was really shocking for me. Yeah.
What advice do you have for an aspiring YouTuber?
Don't come, please. I don't need any more competition.